And welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted Podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, and I'm here with Liz.
Hey.
And if it's your first time listening or watching, you can always follow or subscribe. It's free, and you can always unfollow and unsubscribe. Liz, how has it been? It's been a bit. It's been a bit since
I know. We took off Memorial Weekend because I had a very, very busy weekend. My sister was getting in late, so I couldn't really wake her up. So that's why we postponed our podcast for that weekend. And I went to the Avril Lavigne concert that weekend, so that was fun.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
It was a great concert. I enjoyed it. I was excited that we went. We looked pretty cool. I sent you pictures, obviously.
Yeah, I'll post some photos right here. I'll blur your sister's face, but yeah, right there, you guys right there.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun, and it was nice just to go out and do something fun. And it's been a hot minute since I've done anything excitingly fun like that. I mean, I've done fun things, don't get me wrong. We've done like our trivia nights and stuff like that, but it was fun just to go out, dress up, and have some fun.
No, yeah, I think we said that 2024 was going to be the year we're going to do stuff. It's been a little bit hard, I'm not going to lie, but we're getting it. We're doing stuff. I think we're doing more this year than we did in the past couple of years. I would say so.
Yeah, thanks to COVID.
So yeah, definitely. Things are wrapping up too. So yeah, that sounds like you had a lot of fun. Any fun moments while you were at the concert, or anything that it was just a fun time?
It was a really overall fun thing. We had we had a couple drinks. I think everybody around us, there was a lot of female population, and we were just singing our lungs out. So that was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. We had good seats, even though it was like the very furthest back, but we weren't like literally at the grass. This first place has both. Oh wait,
you guys were outside?
We were dead. Yeah, it's semi outside, so it's overhang. It's an overhang up to the seated area, and then it's like free range for the grass. So
I see.
No, but I don't think the grass could see anything of the stage. So.
All right, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So like I said, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Got to spend time with your sister. That sounds enjoyable overall.
Yeah, that was good. I don't want to say that leaving the park was easy. It was hard. It was definitely long and hard.
Leaving a concert, anyways, is god awful.
That was the longest. Getting there was perfect. We fine, yeah.
Then you got to deal with the hustle and bustle trying to get out. Like trying to leave a theater.
It was not good. It was not fast. We moved like 2 feet in like 20 minutes. I was like, we didn't leave for an hour.
God damn. Yeah, like I said, like you mentioned, we took a little break. Originally there was gonna be a bonus episode that was gonna get posted, but yeah, that did not get done. So I don't know. I just been in a creative slump. I've been not in that creative mood to do much. So yeah, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this done for this weekend, and then just like.
And look at that shit.
Maybe you needed that concert to vibe, get your spirit up. I've been very ornery this week. It's been funny.
But yeah, it's I haven't been in the creative mood or any. Yeah, it's just like, when you feel that feeling, like not like you don't want to do anything. It's more of like you don't want to do anything productive. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, it's not like I don't want to do nothing. It's like,
did you have motivation or no motivation?
Like, I had motivation enough to like, all right, I'm gonna go do it, but then I'm like, I can do something else and just Like more.
You put your motivation to somewhere else, not the creative side.
Yeah, like that. Like I could be doing something else that I don't need to do that. So yeah, I just been on a creative slump. So that's why some of that bonus episode does not come out. So my apologies for that. So for anyone wondering, yeah, we do have some bonus episodes. They're just like in raw footage, so they have to be nicely edited and posted. But it's getting better. I've been working on some small projects. These last few days, more so than yeah, I've been more motivated these last couple days more than last week and a half. I would say that, yeah. But yeah, that's been my week. So, anything else you would like to add?
Nope, that's just been an interesting week, and I'm glad it's over. But I think my next week will be horrendous. So if I'm a little like next week, you know why. Fun.
All right, then. Okay, we're gonna actually we're gonna start with an interesting video of a guy who's not having some fun time. So give us 1 second, everyone. All right, everyone, we're gonna be watching the video. Liz, when was the last time you had to go in for like into court for something, like for a ticket or anything?
Oh God, I was summoned to court. That was a crazy day. I actually remember that. I actually got relieved of my duties, and then
for jury duty?
Yeah, jury duty. Okay. I was there at the court. All right, I was like, I'm not ready for this, and then I worked my full 8-hour shift.
Damn.
I pulled a very long day. That was back in 2017, 2018, somewhere in that range.
Damn. So you haven't had to go.
They tried to send me again. I was like, no, I'm a pharmacy tech.
No,
call me out.
Actually, if they try to call you again, they can, if it's within 7 years, or is it 5 years? I remember.
Within 7 years, I knew it was. I'm like, I was just there.
Exactly. Anyway, what was I going to say? But no, have you to go to court to be on the other side for like a ticket or something like that?
For other incident, not that kind of thing, but yes, but it's been a very long time ago.
Okay. But as everyone knows, because of the pandemic, a lot of those court cases had to be in through Zoom calls, and for the most part, they're still doing them. I think it's a benefit because it can, it saves a lot of time. Because the last time I had to, it was for a speeding ticket that I went over 7 the speed limit. And all I did was go in, and they said don't do it again. I could have saved myself a 20-minute drive and waiting like 3 hours if I just could have done a Zoom call.
I know, right?
But
it is a trek to get to the courts and houses. It's never like an easy trek too.
Exactly, because you literally have to set aside that you're setting aside the date for that event. Like you're stuck doing that. But because of that, we also get moments like this.
Our cause case, People versus Corey here.
Oh no, is it loud?
Oh no. What did you do?
Our cause case, People versus Corey Harris.
Oh, this video does not want to play for us.
I literally. Give 1 second, everyone.
Township.
Okay.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Okay, let's start. So he has an appointment for his jury thing. And what are your first thoughts just like, well, with this?
Kind of reading the headlines, I have a feeling He's in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah. But no, oh, yeah.
Wait.
You're supposed to set time away for that to do that, though.
The judge seems very
stationary?
frustrated.
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
Oh,
That is what the charge is, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
oh.
What are your thoughts? Just
Wow, awkward is the word of the day today. Awkward.
so, it's like, why you got in trouble, and this judge does not seem to be having it right now. He's like,
Like, wait, he's driving. He's not supposed to be driving. He doesn't have a license. Why is he driving? And then this guy just literally set himself up to fail, to die and fail. He should have had it. He should have been already at his place wherever he needed to be without looking like he was driving.
or he could have just said, like, this is my Zoom background.
Yeah, with the seatbelt across his lap.
That's just my wardrobe, Liz.
Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
I feel bad for the public defender.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Court calls the case, People versus Maya Isom.
Okay, give me 1 second, everyone. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, basically. I'm like how?
This is why you're going to court and you have a Zoom here. And the fact that he was driving. That was the smartest thing ever. These things are recorded. Like, they're held for public information. Like, I don't know.
No, the thing is, he
Did
wasn't.
not think this through.
He was not thinking. That's the thing. He wasn't thinking. That's the problem here. And now the thing is, like, he has to like turn himself in, or if not, they're gonna have a warrant out for his arrest. I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
I like that moment. I love that his face is not gonna be basically the new surprise Pikachu face. So just seeing his face.
What?
Yeah, just the look on his face when he was like, because yeah, it's this is the wonderful caveat of having these Zoom calls, because now we get these moments of stupidity, but it's more disappointing that this is how you get in trouble. And man, I like I said, I feel really bad for that public defender, because their job is to defend everyone to the best of their ability. Or I think, wait, let me double check. I want to be correct with public defenders, unless you know off the top of your head.
Nope. I am not involved. I don't like that. It's not my. I watch the shows. I watch, but I don't understand any of it.
Federal public defenders provide legal defense for those who have been charged with federal offenses but cannot afford to an attorney. If you're under investigation for federal offense, or if you, so yeah, basically they're kind of working for the state, or the, yeah, basically that's kind of, so they're kind of working on the lower end. They're not making the biggest of dollars, you know. So it's like they're doing more of a public service than anything, you know. And this is what they get. And I'm like,
I bet the defender was like, I can't even interject to say anything. The guy just literally set himself for failure. Literally.
He's just like, you know, shut up, Mr. Harris. Don't say anything more.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's these moments that it's just like ridiculous.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought it was funny, and he showed me that video. I was like, what? Oh man.
All right.
Not the smartest one.
And he's probably I think he said he was a doctor too.
No, I don't think so. He was going to his doctor's appointment.
I thought he was pulling up to his. I thought he was pulling up to his doctor.
Yeah, doctor's office. His doctor's office.
Either way, I hope he's not a doctor. He's not that smart.
He's going to.
All right. There's a story you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it was a video. I think you can post it.
Is there a video? A video.
Oh, it didn't pop up. I thought I showed it right at the top when I opened up the app. Okay, maybe not. Okay. I thought there was a video. Maybe it's not. All right. BBC News reports, watch. Policeman kneed in groin after traffic stop. The moment a policeman was kneed in the groin out of nowhere following a routine traffic stop was caught on body cam. Officers spotted a large amount of cash in a car pulled over in Eastern Avenue, Peterborough on 5th of April and searched its two occupants, believing they are concealing items in their trousers.
Bruh.
What?
Passengers.
That's where you keep all your cat. That's where you keep all your cat in your trousers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure you got a look at a good bundle there, eh? The 16-year-old passenger struck the policeman's groin after being told he was to strip search at the station. An attack described by the officer as a cheap shot.
Not a single
But
fuck
still,
was given this day.
Ooh, I don't have that, but I just can probably imagine that pain. That is not good pain.
No, yeah.
The cheap shot in the groin. The teenager later pleaded guilty possession with intent to supply heroin and crack cocaine, possession of a knife, and assaulting an emergency worker. He was sentenced to an 18-month youth referral order, which includes curfew and other supervision requirements. Detective Con Lenton, the assault on the officer came out of nowhere, with the boy being completely calm and waiting to be taken into custody for further research. To be involved in this type of criminality at such an age and to the assault a police officer and show no remorse or regard for his actions is worrying. He would only be closely monitored and given the opportunity to change his life around, which I sincerely hope he does.
Damn, that's what sucks right there. That last statement right there, where the kid didn't show any level of remorse. You know, you get caught, and normally, if you're caught in that level of situation, in that level of trouble, basically, you would feel like, shit, I gotta change my life here. Like, but he didn't. That's the scary part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very disappointing hearing those moments, because that is not a single story that happens, you know. That happens a lot more than people think. And it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's very saddening too, because that's kind of where, because that's not 16 is not that old.
It's young. It's young. It's. I feel like 16. You're still trying to figure out the world, what you want to do with your life, kind of thing. It's just the start of it, at least, if not. So.
And it seems like this kid already kind of has his life set in stone in his head, and it's not a good life, sadly.
No, it's not.
For as comedic as the story is, it's.
Need in the grind. Ooh.
Kudos to Pluto's.
It is more disappointing than what it needed it to be. Because if
He
this
didn't have to have the assault charges. He could have just been, okay, fine, I'm caught. Moving on,
Yeah, he could have probably had a lesser sentence because it's assault basically at that point. And that's the sad thing. It's that these are the things, for this comedic, not comedic, but this is a very annoying act, or this cheap shot, basically. You're gonna end up very in a life where most people can't get out of. Sadly, it's not impossible. There have been stories where people make it out, but it's up to the individual. And hopefully this kid realized that sooner than later,
Absolutely.
Okay, actually sticking to court cases, actually. Let's do the one on top that I posted. Because apparently, if your ex is like made of money, you should probably hire a hitman, right, Liz?
Sure. Why would I hire a hitman?
For their money, Liz. So a suspect in the Microsoft executive murder to hire slaying wished good luck to the hitman, witness say. So Mario Fernandez, husband of Cheyenne Gardner, the ex-wife of Hannah? Oh, whatever. The ex-wife. Shanna. That's what I said.
Okay.
The ex-wife of the slain Microsoft manager Jared Bridgen. Anyways, wrote good luck on a check written to the hitman that they allegedly hired to carry out the murder in 2022. A witness testified on Wednesday's bond hearing. Like, do you ever write anything on those memos on checks? Do you write checks?
I haven't written a check in a while, but yeah, every once in a while I'll put in like a little statement as to what the check is for.
It's a reminder. It's a reminder.
Even when I transfer money between two accounts, be like, what's the reason behind this? Oh, it's because it's for so-and-so's birthday, or for so-and-so's phone, or so-and-so's,
Exactly. A reminder
just kind
or
of like
something.
a quick memo as to why I sent this money to somebody, or.
My name is Jeff.
So I like it that this is where you like good luck on the check to the hitman. Come on. So I believe it's Duval County, Florida courtroom heard testimonies from several witnesses. It's a Florida man story, basically. On Wednesday during the hearing, determined whether Gardner, a mother of two charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and solicitation.
Solicitation. Commit a capital felony and a child endangerment.
Should be allowed to
bond in the murder case.
So basically, Gardner and Fernandez, her second husband, allegedly offered $150,000. Man, these people are made of money. To Henry tenant, Fernandez's former tenant, to carry out a murder. A $5,000 check to the tenant dated back in April 4th, 2022, from Gardner, and from the check was from their LLC home rental. It was from their business account.
Jesus.
Come on. They didn't even use a personal check. They used their business account. Oh, God. And it reads as Kickstarter and good luck on the mess. Oh God. Those. Oh, that's okay. Mr. Tennant stated that this was the first of many payments that were supposed to be an investment into his pallet company, which was actually a payment for the Hams. Oh, so they were saying like, oh, these are just we're investing into his company.
Yeah.
Okay. And then prosecutors described the arrangement between Gardner, Selena, and basically everyone. A contract killing of Jared, who shared 2 children with Gardner, 2 with his wife, Christian. So he had 4 kids. Well, Selman is facing the same charges as Gardner in connection to the murder. Virgin was fatally shot in the front of his car after coming across a tire in the middle of the occluded road in February 16th, which prosecutors believe was a setup in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. His then 2-year-and-a-half daughter was in the back of the seat at the time. Ooh, wow. When the traffic eventually piled up behind Braden's vehicle after he was shot, Good Samaritans went to his vehicle and were able to remove the toddler from the vehicle, put her in a different vehicle, and give her a blanket. The 2 later described hearing a boom boom and said that her daddy was sick after the shot. Wow,
Jesus.
that is woo, damn.
That's rough.
Emotional
2 years
damage.
old when that happened, and she still remember that, and she's 4. At this time now, in this time of day, probably about close to 4.
Yeah, close to 4 at this point. Jones questioned Gardner twice after the shooting and asked her if she had any theories regarding what happened to her ex-husband. Gardner alleged suspected that she may have been drug dealing gone wrong or gang in institutions, telling police initiation. She thought, well, yeah. So they were asking his ex-wife, like, what do you think happened? But now, detectives also described Gardner and alleged efforts to kill Bryn as a multi-year process of coming up with scenarios planned for to kill and within arm's reach multiple times, but failed to carry out the murder, calling those instances missed opportunities. So they were keeping an eye on him. They technically you could because you could if they're ex family. So like, oh, you're visiting them, like, okay, you can keep tabs on them, like, this is what time they go to work, this is the time they're alone, this is the time, and those are the moments where you're just like hanging out with them. You ask them like, oh, so what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, oh yeah, we're going on a trip. I'm like, oh, okay, so he's going on a trip this week, and like that is damn, that is the couple's alleged plans to kill Brigham apparently came up with when Gardner would be upset about some type of custody issues with their 2 children, and Mario's solution was always to take care of Jared, adding that take care meant kill. Okay, we kind of figured that. Both Gardner and Fernandez have pleaded not guilty in connection with the murder. The pair are accused of hiring Fernandez, former tenant Henry, as a hitman. Tim pleaded guilty to pulling the trigger and agreed to testify against the other suspect. A plea deal, basically. Okay, so yeah, at that point you have to take a plea deal, to lessen your sentence to catch the other people. What are your thoughts on this?
Stupid and sad all at the same time.
You never been upset with someone?
Kids are without a dad now.
True. But you never been upset enough to hire a hitman for something?
I hope. Oh, I wish it sometimes mentally in my head I would never act it out.
So you have.
I have a little bit more. Mentally, have I acted on it? No.
We can't afford it, Liz. We can't afford it. We can't afford it.
We can't afford it, exactly. Where would I do it? I don't have.
We don't have the money.
But money. I can give you $1,000. Nothing, but it's fine.
That gets you a simple car crash. If he does, he doesn't. Like, you got to pay me another $1,000 for another car crash. Oh god. But yeah, it's dumb. I remember there was another quote I saw when they went into court. She literally was smiling and winked at her partner as she entered the court for her hearing. Yeah, just like walked in.
Wow.
When she walked in, she was smiling and winked at her partner, like she was like gonna get away with it. I'm like the evidence is more or
Clearly
less
abundant.
more or less on their side. So this alleged murder is more than likely. Because yeah, anyone can see it. Like, and the worst thing is, like you said, mentioned, like the kids are now without a father. One is like, forever traumatized.
Emotional damage.
That's gonna play some serious PTSD for the rest of their life.
Fuck me, right?
Unless they get some good counseling to overcome it.
So yeah, but it's wild, man. So I don't know where some people just come up with this stuff, you know? It's like what's up with people, Liz? What's wrong with people?
It's too of a modern age to not realize people cannot get away with things. Really, it is just it's a sad thing, and I think people don't realize you left a paper trail. You left
Literally.
this kind of trail. You left literally left a trail for them to like. You left breadcrumbs. Here's this murder that I'm carrying out. It's directed to me, and it's directed to the person I hired. Like, hello.
Well,
You left it
Liz, no,
there.
that money's not for that. I'm investing on his company, okay? He has a future promise.
Pallet business. Okay. Pallets. All right. Okay. No.
Well, yeah.
I don't think so. I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, you can't get away with anything in this day and age unless you like are on the dark web and you have yourself.
Even then.
Yeah, it's still traceable at some point. So yeah, I think it's just like crazy that somebody thinks at this day and age that you can get away with murder. You can't. It's just impossible.
Well, it's not
impossible. Lead it back.
They're not impossible. It's just harder, I would say. Like we're not advocating for trying to figure out how to murder people and get away with it.
No.
Like, please do not do that. But it was easy. It's true. It was easier back in the day because different procedures police companies used weren't that great and automated. A lot of states never really talked to each other. It was just a lot of miscommunication, a lot of evidence lost, a lot of also corruption. So there was a lot of things that just led to a lot of cases that were just never solved. But yeah, it's easier to catch people now, but I'm not gonna say it's impossible to not get away with it. It is. There are, because there's always people that are just like, I think we did a story about like vagrants that are just gone, missing, and you'll just never know where they go because they aren't in the system. Or they are, but they aren't. They're not, in a way, you know. And
yeah,
it's just no one will know. It's like it's those the silent voices that are never going to be known because we just don't know about them. Like, and that's just talking about the states. We don't even, the world in itself is like, oof, a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts of this level of injustice?
I'm glad they got justice. I'm glad they found the people who did the murders, and they're.
We'll see what
at least the guy who pulled the trigger initiate, covering his bases and getting a plea deal.
Hey man, the prisoner's dilemma, right? Like, hey, if you testify against them, we'll like. And some people might not like that because he did murder someone, but I think in the circumstances saying, I think getting the brains of the operation who did this a lot more than so but yeah, that's actually talking about injustice. Let's continue. We haven't talked about airlines in a while, so go ahead and pull up the American Airline.
Which one? Well, there's two
under the Microsoft.
Okay,
then we can talk about the other one too. We can do a double airline.
All right.
Oh wow, they're both American Airlines. We can talk about both of them. Pull both of them.
Yeah.
I'll let you. You
want
can
me to
choose
this one?
which. Yeah, you can do both. Just which one do you want to start with? Both of them are. Man, American Airlines is not having a great time.
No. We'll just do the first one since you already started it. So, American Airlines accused of blatant and egregious race discrimination and kicking black passengers off flight.
So Liz, while on a plane, have you ever had an attendant tell you like, "Oh yeah, we gotta move things around. That's not the right seat," and get picked up while everyone watches you and things of that nature? Or have you seen it of two other people?
I was trying to think. I'm like, not really. Not really.
All right, continue.
No. American Airlines is being sued in federal court by 3 black New Yorkers who say they suffered blatant and egregious race discrimination by being kicked off a JFK-bound flight over fake complaint of being smelly. What? That's a really weird excuse. Xavier Beale, Emmanuel Jean Joseph, and Alvin Jackson said they just boarded a January 5th flight at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport when an American employee ordered them and 5 others to get off, meaning all the black men booted, according to a lawsuit filed Wednesday. It hit them like a ton of bricks. Their attorney, Michael Kirkpatrick, told the Washington Post of the trio who never met before the flight. When they demanded an explanation, they were told by an airline employee that they were removed following a complaint about body odor, even though none of them were directly accused of having an offensive smell, according to the suit. The initial complaint about the odor allegedly came from a white male flight attendant, the flute said. Ooh. When the men suggested that they were singled out because of their race, an American Airlines employee allegedly said, I agree, according to the lawsuit.
Imagine if there's an attendant going around because of a complaint and then looking and just going through all the seats and like, you. And then when you come out, you're like, wait, something's like the other here.
Mm-hmm. The employee's response was verified by the cell phone recording Post viewed. Oh, stupid ad. Viewed by the Post. And one of the men calls out the removal discriminatory, with a staffer heard saying, do not disagree with you. This ain't no random pick, one of the men lamented, while another could be heard telling an airline staffer that their behavior was unfucking professional. Remaining passengers on the JFK-bound flight was delayed by at least an hour, and were told it was because of a complaint about the men's odor that suit alleges. Unable to get another flight, the booted passengers were eventually forced to reboard their original flight, the suit said. They had to reboard the plane and endure the stares of largely white passengers who viewed them as the cause of the substantial delay.
Damn, that sucks. That sucks because it sucks that the plane gets delayed. You know, it's annoying just waiting for that. But then to go back on the plane and people are wondering, like everyone, like no one else is wondering, like everyone is sitting like, what's happening? You know, because no one tells you anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just sitting there, and then after waiting and you see all these people as you're watching them, because they're the center of attention at that point. But then on the other side, it's like everyone's watching you, that you're the reason for all this. I'm like, that's just, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it really does. They suffered during the flight, and the entire incident was traumatic, upsetting, scary, humiliating, and degrading, the filing added. We're walking through the aisle of shame, if you will, via a production assistant based in Queens told the Washington Post. It was horrible. It was a really traumatic experience. Unfortunately, I'm a black man and I live in America, and it wakes you back up to reality that I can't just go to the store. I can't just do regular things like take a plane home, he lamented. Veal connected with the other two, Joseph, an actor, and musician Jackson, both of Brooklyn, at the baggage claim when they finally got to JFK, he said. The men did not know each other before the fateful flight and never saw the other 5 men again. The trio also seeking serious changes to the American Islands, which has already weathered damning accusations of racism.
Yeah, there's been other cases of
Wow.
things like that. I think we get the gist of all this for the most part. That sucks.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thing that should not have been should have been a commotion, but sadly, this is the world we live in.
These men were just trying to go home. That's the sad part. They were just trying to go home.
Yep.
JFK is being the easiest airport for them to get back home in New York and in Brooklyn. So, what the hell?
No, Liz, it doesn't matter where in the world or anywhere in America they are.
I know. It's not fair. It really isn't fair. It's discriminatory. And these flight attendants can see the basis of why you're going to and from some place. They see, oh, their address is here. Oh, they're trying to get home. Yeah, obviously. The fact that this guy was just pointing it out because they smell. Well, he probably smelled. He was the one probably was in the BO, not anybody else.
So yeah, it's disappointing. Hopefully they get some level because out of the, I think 5 or was it 8 people? Because only 3 of them are currently trying to sue American Airlines.
It's very disheartening, you know.
Because yeah, no matter
American
what.
Airlines is already under scrutiny right now for a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, we're about to jump
But
into the next
also-
story.
Yeah, but also because they have no contracts still. So it might be a lot of our flights might be delayed fairly soon. So FYI,
That's fine. I'm not flying anytime soon, so I don't have to worry about that.
me neither. But just warning our viewers out there and our
Yeah.
listeners, be careful.
At this point, don't even support American Airlines. Because of this case, and I'll jump into the next one because apparently American Airline, you know, when you're caught, when your child, actually your child's around this age, imagine if your child came back to you and then says, "Oh my God, there's a camera on the seat of the bathroom I was using," and American Airlines like blames your child for using for that because someone was peeping on her. What would you think?
I would believe my kid more than anything. My kid doesn't lie. Why would my child lie about a?
Oh no, they had photo evidence.
Filming.
Like they took photos and everything. So there's photos. The child took photos of the camera that was taped to the bottom of the bathroom seat. And luckily, we'll read into this. The police was already at the airport when this happened. But when all this was happening, and you know they were getting everything up, American Airlines like blamed the 9-year-old daughter for like, you shouldn't be using that bathroom. It's your fault for using that bathroom.
Wow.
So
Not allowed to use a potty.
well, they were
Not
using.
use a lot. Go
I
ahead.
mean, so they retract because they did it. They got a lot of backlash for that statement. So let's kind of jump in. Hopefully they talk about the original statement. They did. Now they did retract that statement because apparently whoever their lawyer was, who stated like it was a 9-year-old's fault, like they don't work there anymore apparently. So, one day after the lawyers for American Airlines argued the 9-year-old child acted negligently when she was recorded by a hidden camera in the airplane lavatory, the airline is back.
Laboratory.
Yeah, that's what it says. Not a lot of people use lavatories. Like restroom, bathroom. Is backpedaling that defense. FBI agents knocked on the 9-year-old's family's homes almost a year after the alleged incident in 2023 to inform her parents that the videos of the child were found on the phone belonging to the former flight attendant who is currently in custody. The airline on Wednesday said the attendant about the filming, our outside legal counsel retained with our insurance company made it an error in the filing. So yeah, so filing was wrong, Liz. Someone had to write.
Okay, really.
Included the defense is not representative of our airline, and we have directed it to be amended this morning. We do not believe the child is at fault, and we take the allegations against a former team member very seriously. Our core mission is to care for the people, and the foundations of that is is the safety and security of our customers and team. Imagine if they didn't get any scrutiny for this. Remember talking about like the ability to have evidence of yourself nowadays. They could have just said like, yeah, it's your fault.
I love it's like just saying it's a woman's fault for wearing that tank top again. It's all over again. I shouldn't have been wearing that skimpy skirt.
At that point,
you shouldn't have
when we were
been looking at the way you were looking.
it just seemed the right time to say, okay, enough's enough.
What was that? Sorry, that was weird. On audio, something popped up. I do apologize, everyone. Like, where'd that audio come from? Anyways, yeah.
I have no idea.
Anyway, so the lawsuit was filed by Mary Doe's parents, alleging that Thompson secretly filmed the 9-year-old's daughter in the plane's lavatory on the flight to Los Angeles in January 2023. Thompson is currently in federal custody after being charged with 1 count of attempted sexual exploitations of children and 1 count of possession of images of child sexual abuse depicting a pubescent minor. He was arrested after a 14-year-old passenger on another flight discovered Thompson's hidden phone in the plane. Where is it? Plane lavatory. So this is not the first time. Police in Thompson alleged possessed recordings for 4 additional female minors. Whoa! So there's like 6 victims here. Thompson has pleaded not guilty. I love that when they say they plead not guilty. Like you're. What do you think goes through these people's heads when they've been caught? Like,
It's not my phone. Not my phone. That's somebody else's phone. They must have registered under my name. The excuses. The excuses.
it is baffling. It is. And this is talking
Grotesque. It's
talking about like attendance. Like these are the attendants that they have. People who are being racially biased or sexual deviants. It makes me not want to go on an American Airline flight, but you just never know what these individuals be.
I know.
Right.
It's really sad. It's really disheartening. So, yeah, I don't know. I find that very. I mean, you would think. I think they do a very thorough background check, but you never know what could accumulate, in that time frame. So, I just find that. I don't know. It's sad. I feel for the 9-year-old. I feel for the 14-year-old. I feel for anybody else who was caught in this stupid man's fantasy, grotesque as it is gross. It's really sad. It really is. I wish nothing but help for the families out there that were harmed by this guy's plain stupidity of filming. So.
Yeah, it is disgusting. Hopefully American Airlines starts to buck up a little bit more on these, because they are, like you said, they are not having a good time right now. They are not having a good time. They're staffers, they're workers. Oh, basically they're workers, so they're just picking and choosing anyone. Do you have any final thoughts as far as these American Airlines?
Nope. I hope they get their shit together. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, there you go. All right, let's end with a positive note. Actually, positive note. Liz, would you double check here? Double check dates. Would you take 3 months off work for a chance to win $5 million?
Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Sounds intriguing.
So, on the positive side of the internet and the news, MrBeast is now getting applicants for his Amazon Prime game show, basically, where prizes go up to $5 million, the largest prize pool of all time.
Wow.
So, like, we've talked about MrBeast and all his like positive works, but for the most part, anyone who knows MrBeast, he's known for like awarding people with his generosity, and then awarding people with large sums of money for completing wild tasks and the like. Yeah, like I think you and me have watched a couple videos together where he's like, oh, stand in the circle, the last one to stand wins $10,000, or like the last person to leave here wins $100,000. But now he is looking for 5,000 people to participate in his Beast games for up to $5 million. And yeah, you know, I was looking through it. I was people talking about him like, would you do that? I was like, would I do that? 3 months for a chance for $5 million. What do you think? What do you think?
I'll send my mom. I'll make my mom go get it.
I don't know if you want to put your mom through that much rigorous thing. You've seen some of those videos.
I can't leave work. We're about to be down 3 bodies soon. Yeah,
but for $5 million, $5 million though.
I know. Halfway tempting though, but I don't think my coworkers would be very happy with me. Be like, fuck you, Liz.
Does it matter? Does it matter at that point? You'll be done with work at that point.
True.
Like
maybe
for $5 million. So yeah,
I would make that 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I don't. Wait, no, it'll be 10 years. Excuse me, about roughly 10 years.
Oh, that's so far.
No, not even 10 years. 20 years.
Now, there you go. Now is it getting better now?
I could make this last. I could make this work. Okay.
Just take a 3 months hiatus. Like, you know, you see, like, wait a second, I'll make it. Wait, no. Okay, never mind. This is starting to seem more plausible. Because the chances to win this large amount of money is not impossible. It is going to be hard. There's going to be 4,999 other competitors on there, and I can only imagine all the challenges you would have to do to dwindle down to be the number one at the end. But it's not. The thing is, it's like the interesting things when it comes to any of the MrBeast challenges is they're not impossible. They're entertaining, and there's always a story behind them. That's the fun thing about MrBeast videos. So I'm personally looking forward to it. I'm actually thinking about it. Like,
no, you'll get your pound that way.
But yeah, it's one of those things like is the time, is this time to just jump in, go through it? And yeah, they're just looking for people. For anyone who is actually out there who's thinking about it, who's listening to the show or watching it, they do have some requirements. You know, you have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a passport good through April 30th, 2025. So they might be flying people out. They might be flying people out. You have to renew?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get that renewed. I think that's going to be a doc right there. I'm due for a renewal this year.
Hey, they might be flying people out to Caribbeans. You never know.
Give me the Bahamas, baby.
Hey, a quote free trip to the Bahamas for a challenge. And yeah, and
take me.
And then they have some, as far as their current thing, they're scheduled to record, sometime this fall, I believe. But they do say that dates can change. You know, it's production. You never know. They have to, go through the process. But that's why I said it's not impossible. It seems like it's gonna be a long journey, but for MrBeast, I see it as because of what I've seen. Because I don't have any, like, we can't say for certain, but from all the content we've seen from him and all the things he's done, we know it's gonna be a very interesting. And even if none of you or me don't make it onto there, I'm definitely gonna be watching the Prime show when it comes out. I want to see the people who did make it. I want to see all the fun challenges, and I want to see how it turns out. Actually, maybe we could do it as a bonus episode, going through episode per episode. reacting. Like,
That might be a good one too.
like we could have done that. I know we could do that. And if we know if this no, it's gonna succeed. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna succeed. This show is gonna succeed.
Amazon is backing it up, absolutely.
And so if we see it, do you think you would go for the MrBeast game 2? After watching,
What do you mean?
you know, it's gonna be a second season in the future.
Oh,
Come on,
oh, maybe.
we have to see the first one.
Okay, maybe I might do it. At that time, I'll be like in the free. Let's do it. Let's go.
Just we could both apply and like, all right, we got to be a team, survivor status in there.
Exactly.
But yeah, for anyone like interested, there is the go to beastgames.com. They have a whole bunch of other requirements. You would have to go through it and like read. But yeah, those are the minimum requirements that are, which I read was you have to be 18 plus, passport and all that stuff. That's the initial stuff. Plus you gotta kind of make a little like video, a 1-minute video essay about yourself. Like, actually, we can do it right now if you want for fun. Okay. So the video has to be where you tell them your name, age, where you live. Don't say that. What you do for a living. If you would win the millions of dollars, what would you do with it? And why do you want to compete for a spot in the Beast game? So just answer the last two questions.
Last two
if you would win the millions of dollars, what would you do with it?
I would actually buy myself a house. I would definitely buy myself a piece of property at this point. That's an investment for life, basically, at this point. So I would definitely, for my kid and my myself, and it would be a nice. We would live comfortably, that's for sure. Nothing crazy, just something modest that we could both maintain. So, what about you?
Okay, you can throw it back. So for me, something similar. I would say because of COVID, we all got bundled up together. Definitely, I care about my family a lot, but definitely we get each other's hair. And similar to you, I would probably help support them get back on their proper feet, get them to everyone be on their own once again, and just kind of do their thing, Yeah, do that. Just get everyone back on their feet. So the second question would be, why do you want to compete for a spot in the Beast Games?
I would like to challenge myself, and also to say that I've been on a MrBeast show once in my lifetime, and I would love to enjoy seeing where I can challenge myself as a person. I've had a lot happen last year, and this year would be like a great a challenge for me to see if I can actually do what I'm meant to do.
Nice. That is very similar sentiment. And overall, it's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Those are our mini applications out there. Let us know what you guys would do if you guys would win millions of dollars. If you were to win like a competition like this, it's fun. It's one of those things where we talk about, like, we have a little game where we talk about, if you win $1 million, like, would you do this, that, or the other? It's a fun like game to think about, but to have it act, because once you are selected, it's not impossible. You are now in a starting line for a chance to actually gain it, because like you said, it could take 10, 15, 20 years to even get close to that amount of money, and it's a far off dream. But the second you get picked as one of the 5,000 people, that far off dream is a lot closer. So, yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts on all of the things, all the craziness, the stupidity, the actual possibilities of fortune. But yeah, let us know, everyone. Liz, thank you for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
So, everyone, thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time, see ya.
Bye.